Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Urosh. Welcome back. I hope you liked what I made. Obviously, it's not as good as the original, but it's still something that we can learn from. And this was actually a request by, I think his name is Amazing Video. So I don't know his name, but yeah, he asked if I can take a look at her music, and I really liked her music, so I decided to make something, which sounds kind of similar, but yeah. So how to make this kind of music, right? If you want to make this kind of music, I think, in my humble opinion, is you have to get inspired by other art, right? And this can be books or movies or TV shows that have this kind of atmosphere, right? More kind of fantasy vibe going on. Because if you think about the song itself, it starts in the harps, right? I think the first instrument is a harp. Then it goes to the piano, then you get the strings, then you get almost like a choir and bells. And if you think about everything used is also used in fantasy music or in orchestral music, right? In film scores. So yeah, if you want to make music like this, you need to listen to film music as well, just to improve your pool of influence, right? So yeah, but let's take a look at what I did. So the most important thing I would say is probably like this melody, which starts in the harps. I think it's a harp. I've tried a couple of different instruments for this harp. I've tried Omnisphere, I've tried BBC Orchestra, and one else, but they all sounded kind of like shit. And this one also kind of sounds like shit, but I guess it's okay. So yeah, we have the harps playing this melody. So yeah, it's a really interesting melody, right? And yeah, it was really hard to decipher what the hell is going on, because like these lower sounds, like lower notes, you can't really hear that much, right? You can, when you listen to the track, you can hear the higher notes, but for this one you have to spend some time to get them right? Yeah, let's take a look at these lower notes, right? Because they tell us the chords. So we have E flat minor, right? Here as well, E flat minor, right? And then we have F sharp major, and then we have A flat major, and then we have B flat major, right? Really, really weird chord progression, but I love it. And yeah, if you think about it, like these first three chords, so this is one chord, this is one chord, and this is one chord. those three chords are in Dorian mode, right? If I would like play with the scale and just go E flat and go to Dorian mode, we would have all the notes until this part would be in the key of Dorian, E flat Dorian, right? But then we got like this B flat major, which is like totally, but I understand it, right? If you think about it, it's a progression going up, right? So we have, I don't know if I can play the piano without having latency, but it's basically, right? It's that kind of resolution, you would call it in, you know, music. And then you go back to E flat, right? And that makes everything, whoa, really interesting. So, okay, where did I left off? Like, what am I talking about even? Oh, okay, we started a song with two pad sounds. And I think in the original they're just, wait, I need to press the... and I think in the original there's only like one pad sound, but I made like two. I mean, not one pad sound. There's just like one note playing. I don't know. There are probably multiple pads. But yeah, we have pad 1 just playing one note, and pad 2 being a bit more wild and you know, sexy, I guess. I don't know. Then we also have like these harps, right? And in the background we have like these birds, basically forest, woodland, ambience. You know, if you listen to the original, you can hear something like that in the background, right? Then we get the white noise and reverse. Okay, so when the drop hits, we're changing the melody from the harps to the piano, and I used the Labs piano, right, soft piano, because it's like sonically it was the most similar piano I have, like better than Noir or something like that. So let's take a look. We get the kick, right? Then we get the bass line, and this one I didn't know if there are actually two layers or if just one layer, so I used two layers because it felt to me like the bass line is really wide in the original, so I used like a sub and also like this bass, and they're both from Serum, so and yeah, this one is a bit more so altogether there's also like some kind of percussion. Then we get the hats. And this one, I don't know. Yeah. We also have like another percussion here, just at the end of the bar. I don't know, like I know there's something in the original that it was like at the end of the bar, but who knows, right? The other thing we also got was like these strings, which are actually in the original really, they're not really in the front of the mix, but they're more like in the background. So I don't really know what the hell they are playing. I know they're playing chords, and I tried to basically make them similar. We have a note here. So yeah, again, we have E flat minor, right? Just inversion, right? And then, like I've said before, we have F sharp major, G sharp major, right? And B flat major, right? And then the same chords, just the melody on top is a bit different. Okay, so yeah, these chords are really interesting. What else? We also have like where we get to the claps, we get the claps. When we get to this part here, let me just unsolo this stuff. shakers. And in this part we are, I added, what is this? Yeah, I added another layer of piano. Also added like some sort of bells, because I think in the original there are some sort of bells, but didn't really hear what notes they are playing. I think they are just doubling the melody, but maybe not even all the notes. I don't know. But I don't know what I used here. Like a glockenspiel. Yeah, glockenspiel. So that, and also like a choir. Right? So I don't know, in the original I think there is some sort of sound that has a bit of this choir quality, but yeah, who knows. Anyways, then we get to the break part and we end with this melody that we had, right? And then we get the melody again, I think in the harps and also in the pianos. We get this percussion vibe going on. And the shaker, which sounds terrible. Just by the way, it sounds terrible. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. So yeah. Oh yeah, where did I we get like this we get another melody, right? We get this arpeggio. Right? And it's the same thing in the pianos. But in the pianos we also get like the chords, right? And we get E flat minor, right? And then we have C flat, C sharp major, and then F sharp. I think this is F sharp major, and then G sharp major, right? So this is again Dorian mode. Like if I would go to scale and E flat and go to Dorian mode, it should be, I think all the notes should be in key. But it's just such a terrible color, man. Yeah, I think they're all in key. So, you know, this has to be Dorian mode because it sounds like Dorian mode. At least to me, it sounds like Dorian mode. But again, who knows? Let's look at the chords. Like I've said, E flat minor. C sharp major, right? F sharp major, G sharp major. Right, and we're repeating that. Here we also get some pads again. I think in the original this section is way more intense than in my cover remake, but you know, okay, I guess. It's lag. We also get like the strings playing the chords again. So yeah, basically it's like, if you think about it, this part is an introduction, right? And then you build on this. You build on it 4 times, adding more stuff to it, adding more orchestration to it, and then you kind of go back to the main theme, a main theme which started in the intro, right? So let's just listen to this part. Also adding the kick and claps. So yeah, I think this is mostly it, right? So the track is really interesting chords, the melodies, and yeah. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I guess that's it. Hope you like it, and talk soon, guys.